Hello and welcome to Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. We are your hosts, Vidas Pinkevičius
and Aušra Pinkevičienė.
We've been mastering secrets of organ playing for more than 20 years and sharing them on this blog since 2011.
On this show, which we create from our home in Vilnius, Lithuania, we strive to help you grow in every area of organ playing, including practice, technique, repertoire, sight reading, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory, harmony, and many others.
Our hope is to help you become a complete musician, or what we call as total organist, a program which we have created to help you reach your dreams faster than you would do on your own.
If you are new here, we invite you to subscribe to receive free updates of this blog at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
And now let's go to the podcast for today. Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Aušra.
Let's start episode 393 of Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. This question was sent by Ariane, and she writes, I would like to finish my pedal course and move on to a hymn improvisation class, perhaps the one on the lowest level. Which one would that be? So, Aušra, Ariane is our total organist student, and obviously she wants to take those courses which are the most beneficial to her. And now she is on the course to finish the pedal work and moving to the hymn improvisation class. And I have created early days this level 1 course of organ hymn improvisation master course. Would you like me to tell our listeners about it?
Sure, go ahead.
So this course is a video-based course, and I recorded those videos in my church, Vilnius University St. John's Church, with the hope that people can develop the skill of playing two-part chorale improvisations, just two-part for this level. Does it sound doable?
Sure, I think it's much easier to control two voices comparing with four, for example.
In our organ playing master course, it's of course just one voice at level 1. You start with solo voices, but with hymn improvisation, one voice would mean probably just a theme, and the theme itself is not improvised.
Sure, you really need to have some support to a melody.
Mm-hmm. So I'm treating this course like a counterpoint in practice course. Counterpoint, we have 5 species of counterpoint, and this system is devised to be very systematic for learning later types of polyphonic writing, such as fugue.
Sure.
Do you like counterpoint, Aušra?
Yes, I like it. It has strict rules.
Which species is your favorite?
Do you mean written in counterpoint?
Mm-hmm.
I never thought about it in such a way. And what is yours?
Maybe we should first talk about what those species are, right?
Sure, tell us.
The first species, counterpoint, and the beginning of my course is when the chorale notes move at the same time as the counterpoint melody moves. In other words, note against note counterpoint, 1-on-1. So there we have some rules, like to move in opposite direction than the melody, to avoid parallel fifths and octaves. What else? To play in sweet sounding intervals such as thirds and sixths. And that basically creates a very basic, simple disposition of voices. And the melody could be in the soprano or in the bass as well. Do you think, Ausra, that Ariane could benefit from this beginning?
Well, I think any musician would benefit from this beginning because most of musicians at some point of their life actually have done exercises in species counterpoint.
But usually they do in written form only.
Well, it just matters on how advanced you are, because to write it down it's easier because you have time to think.
Mm-hmm.
When you are playing it, performing it on the instrument, then it's harder. It's sort of a higher level.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's beneficial.
And even later in life, if your skills are more developed, it's very good to go back to your basics. For example, I find it very fascinating to put in front of me a hymnal or a chorale book and just improvise those species of counterpoint.
Because although the rules seem so simple, it's not as simple to do things when you actually start doing it, because the simpler rules are, the harder it is to achieve a really nice result.
And in second species we have two notes against one. So against one chorale note you have two counterpoint notes. There we have neighbor notes, passing notes allowed.
And this gives more possibilities already.
And in species number 3 we have four notes against one. Like imagine a whole note in the soprano and quarter notes in the bass, or vice versa. So we deal a few weeks with that. And then fourth species deals with syncopations, where you create dissonances, like intervals of seventh or second or ninth or a fourth. In this case it could be a dissonant too.
So basically it teaches you to do suspensions.
Yes, syncopations are about suspensions. And we finish this course with mixed species in number 5. And there you can combine all those previous movements in quarter notes, in half notes, and in syncopations as well.
It seems like, when you are learning these 5 species of counterpoint, you could actually improvise a nice set of variations.
Even in the first level, when you have
only two voices,
yes, you already have 2 variation possibilities. And on the organ, you can actually expand with different registrations. It's very beautiful too. Imagine playing chorale melody with the reed and the counterpoint with the principal, for example. And then you switch with another reed in the bass and with a flute combination in the soprano, for example. And it sounds really convincing even at this level, note against note. I've tried it before and even did live streams on Facebook, and people reacted nicely to that. And not only people, but myself. I'm listening from the distance, sort of as a listener, and I would think that in a church service environment, this could be done even in the liturgy too.
Sure.
But of course, after a few weeks, you move to the second level and you can do 2 notes against one. That's like a jump to the next level and very exciting. So guys, we hope that everyone who is interested in chorale-based improvisation can take advantage of this course, because it's just a foundation, level 1. From there you can add the third voice, obviously, or you can do ornamented chorales where the chorale melody is no longer stationary, but in itself it can have species, like 2 notes, like chorale melody could move in half notes or in quarter notes as well. That's another creative path to take. And in species number 5, in that level, both voices could move in imitation and in unpredictable ways, creating polyphonic duets not unlike Palestrina and Orlando Di Lasso would write. And for organ composers would mean Samuel Scheidt easily, and of course Svelin.
Yes, we all know. We're masters of counterpoint.
Right. Thank you guys, this was Vidas.
And Usha.
Please send us your wonderful questions, we love helping you grow. And remember, when you practice,
miracles happen.
This blog is supported by Total Organist, the most comprehensive organ training program online, where you will find courses for every area of organ playing, including technique, practice, sight reading, repertoire playing, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory and harmony, with hundreds of scores and thousands of exercises. Here is what some of the students are saying.
Hugh writes, "The sight reading course has helped me tremendously. Thank you very much for your SS courses and all your help."
Robert writes, "I found the fingerings, registration ideas and general comments to be excellent."
John writes, "I have found your download very helpful. It was really excellent. I have watched some of your teaching videos, and when I read your instructions, I tried to imagine you were teaching me. You may feel disappointed that I am 2-3 days behind, but I am a slow learner, and I have committed to taking the time to get it right, as you say. But the other night my wife commented that she had never heard me play such a detailed melody in the left hand so well. My left hand is generally poor."
Robert writes, "It has been a great pleasure in my life of having discovered your courses and material, as well as the YouTube work of recordings. You have a calm and pleasant way of teaching."
Ron writes, "Hi Vidas and Usha, thank you guys. What a wonderful response to my email note to you. You've got me right, and I feel you understand my level of playing. Yes, at home, and lucky that I have an organ for that reason. I am paying attention to this, and I am going to try this haha no longer secret model. Yes, and I love Cesar Frank too. What is very nice about your blog podcast is that Usha and Vidas are like a Socratic dialogue, and by bouncing things off of each other, so much more information comes out and is expressed. Your comments contain a wealth of information and understanding. I really appreciate this. It is very inspiring and will keep us moving forward."
Would you like to receive the same or even better results that our students are getting? If so, join them at organduo.lt/total-organist. And of course, you will get the first month free too. You can cancel anytime.
Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to receive free updates of this blog, make sure you do that at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video, how to master any organ composition, and 10-day organ playing mini course.
This was Vidas.
And Usha from Secrets of Organ Playing.
And remember, when you practice,
miracles happen.